What's good, KRL Squad? Cajun Wine and Red Leo back again with another video, man. If you're new to the channel, please and go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can get all my content when I post it. Hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And last but not least, go ahead on and leave a comment, man. I really like to know y'all thoughts, and I always hit the people back up in the comment sections, man. Today's video is going to be on the Summers family. This is a viewer request video brought to you by me, by the homie Mark Scott, man. I got you. I told you I'll get you. So the Summers family. Basically, if you aren't familiar with them, this is basically going to be on the X-Men, and I like the X-Men. They're pretty much like my first introduction into Marvel. And I grew up watching the X-Men series in the 90s. So I'll start off a little bit on Cyclops' side of the family. You got Philip and Deborah Summers. I didn't really get a whole lot on Deborah, but Philip was in the Air Force. And Philip and Deborah had Christopher Summers, who is Corsair, and I explained him in a previous video. I don't leave the card up. Corsair and Catherine later had the Summers brothers, which you have Scott Summers, who is Cyclops, Alex Summers, I got the name this time, who is Havoc, and they actually did have Gabriel Summers, who is Vulcan. Just to correct myself from the last video. What do we have? So these three brothers, yeah, they all wind up becoming mutants. And to touch a little bit more on Vulcan, in that story, a plane crashed. Of course, the mother died. The Summers brothers wind up being in foster care and all that. You know, then you have Scott Summers, Cyclops, wind up joining the X-Men, and then Havoc later on. And Corsair was abducted by the Shi'ar Empire, and Gabriel was actually, I guess, their mother was pregnant with him at the time, or whatever. I'll have to get back on that a little bit, but she was pregnant with him at the time, and the Shi'ar Empire wound up taking him from her body or whatever, and kind of raising him to be who he was. Go check that video out. 5 comic book characters you may not have known. Check it out. So, kind of touch on it a little bit. Cyclops has optic blast, yeah, optic powers. It said that he was well, of course we know he's the leader of the X-Men. It said that he had martial arts skill. He's a master martial artist, which I haven't ever seen anything of the likes, but that's what it said. Havoc, his brother, he has cosmic energy and absorption, energy absorption, and plasma beams. And just to recap, on those X-Men First Class movies, they actually mixed them up wrong. If you don't get into the comics, Cyclops is the older brother, not Alex, Havoc. Just to let you guys know. Now I'm going to jump on over to Jean Grey's side of the family, and it won't be a whole lot on hers, but her parents, let me find my stuff, were John and Ellen Grey. Basically that was it. I didn't get much information on them, but they had Jean Grey, and from what I've learned, she was actually the youngest out of 5 kids. So to keep it going, we had Cyclops, to get to Cable. Cyclops actually married Madeline Pryor, who was actually a clone of Jean Grey, created by none other than the Mr. Bad himself, Mr. Sinister. I like Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister cloned her, then Scott met her or whatever. Then just because she reminded him of Jean Grey, they had Cable. Then Cable had the whole Technic virus thing happen. So then Cable wound up getting sent like 2,000 or 3,000 years into the future or whatever. Then you actually have two other versions of the same person. Cable was actually cloned himself, so then you get the character Strife, who was basically an evil version of Cable, who worked for Apocalypse. The story got real crazy. And then you have Nate Gray, or Nate Summers. Nate Summers is actually the actual child of Jean Grey and Scott Summers, Cyclops. And he was sent to the future too, again, because of course the Technic virus thing or whatever. Then that story got all crazy. Then Nate Gray, X-Men is his name, wound up coming from a good guy to a bad guy. It's real crazy. Then who else can I say? Oh, okay. Then in another alternate timeline, Scott and Jean Grey actually had Rachel Grey, who is from the Days of Future Past comic book line. Not the movie, but the comic book line. I actually meant to bring that in here so I can show you. I'll pop a picture up. So Rachel Grey basically kind of has the same powers as Jean Grey. I think she even dawns on the Phoenix powers there for a little bit. And Cable was actually labeled to be like one of the strongest mutants. He dons a lot of the same powers as Jean Grey too: telekinesis, telekinetic, psionic powers. Yeah, the guy is pretty dope, I think. So, and then still in this timeline, we even have another child in the alternate timeline. We have Emma Frost, who later on winds up getting with Cyclops. Then they had a child, and her name, what's her name again? Ruby Summers. And she kind of has her own little optic blast herself. I think she takes on some of the powers from Emma Frost. Emma Frost has a diamond form. She's a telekinetic too. She takes on a diamond form, and Ruby, the name, so her skin, is on like a ruby color, and she has Cyclops' eye optic beams powers too. Moving on further down, we have, I think I about got everybody. Oh no, oh yeah, Rachel Grey and Franklin Richards. I'm sorry, Franklin Richards, who is actually the son of Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman. Yeah. So, and further down the future again, they had a son, Jonathan Richards, who is Hyperstorm. And Hyperstorm is their son. He has all type of crazy abilities. Maybe I'll get into it again on 5 comic book characters that you didn't know. But to my man's Mark, I hope I did this to your likings. Leave it in the comment section. I always appreciate hitting you guys up in the comments. Make sure you guys follow me on my social media accounts, man. Be sure to do that. I think that about wraps it up for this. That's the information that I had, and I didn't want to take too long doing this video. But yeah, until next time, man, y'all be blessed. Keep God in your life. Stay prayed up. Oh yeah, shouts out to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate y'all, man. Can't be doing this without you guys. It ain't possible without you. You guys motivate me to keep doing more and more, and I'll have more and more videos coming out. And so y'all stay tuned, man. If you made it to this part of the video, you're a real G, man, and I really appreciate it, man. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media accounts, man. I'm Cajun Dread Ranger on Twitter. We can keep the conversation going on my videos. I'll try to post them on there the best of my ability. You can follow me on Instagram, Cajun_R.L.Locks, man. I do a little bit more lock content on that, but, you can follow me on that too. Follow me also on Reddit. I have a Reddit account, man. Lord_Cajun Wine. And definitely can get into that, man, and talk about all type of topics and get into basically nerd out, man. That's what I have these platforms for. So, oh yeah, And if you do, follow me on these sites, man. Message me or, on there and just type in KRL Squad, man, to let me know that you're following the channel and you're following me on social media, man. Until then, man, thanks for watching. I really appreciate y'all.